Welcome. Women are just smoke and mirrors. Well, they are. That's what they are. All the time, they're smoke and mirrors. Of course, yeah, there is a few women that aren't but the majority is, right? I mean, it must break the father's heart. I mean, I never had a daughter, but it must break the father's heart to see how young these girls are nowadays, who can't wait to get the makeup on, can't wait to yank their skirts up and push their tops down and whatever. And it must break the father's heart to see this woman, this sweet girl doing that sort of thing. But they do. All of them do. They can't wait to get the makeup on. And the makeup is a mask. And they wear this mask all their life. We've all seen these older ladies that still wear makeup, and their eyebrows have kind of gone up higher and higher and higher, and they look like Coco the Clown now, right? And the makeup's getting heavier for sure. I've noticed that over the years. The makeup is just plushed all over the place. But what is the makeup about? Are they wearing it just to feel good, like they tell you? No, of course they're not. They're wearing it for men. That's as simple as that, right? And what does the makeup do? Well, the makeup, like these red lipsticks, what's the red lipstick all about? Just to say, hey, look at my lips are red, bright red? Of course, they couldn't be bright red, really, but they're trying to fake arousal. It's supposed to pretend that they're sexually aroused. That's what the red lipstick is, because your lips go red when you're sexually aroused. That's what the rouge is on the side of the face, because that's what happens when a woman's sexually aroused. Makeup around the eyes to make the eyes look bigger. Women's eyes go bigger when they're sexually aroused. It's all a ploy to pretend that they're sexually aroused. I mean, what was she saying? Oh, I've got 3 kids. And I'm pushing a buggy and I'm getting groceries and I'm sexually aroused. No, of course she's not, right? But she's dressed up that she is, right? And then these skirts are getting shorter and shorter so that their pieces are hanging out, for Christ's sake, right? And then they got the makeup on, they got the skirts all yanked up, they got the tits hanging out, right? And then they turn around and say, well, don't treat me like a sexual object. Well, don't dress like one. My God, really? I mean, the women are starting to look pretty goddamn cheap nowadays. I mean, I'll be honest. I think a man needs 2 types of women, really. He needs the wife, the one that's sort of a plain type looking girl and all this and is stable and everything else. And then the other girl, but for a while, not all the time, but. And in Asia, by the way, it is recognized. They're called, I think, secondary wives, where the man has 2 or 3 secondary wives. And the real wife knows this, and she accepts it because it all works. So, yeah, I don't know whether that would be any good or not. But, these high... I mean, I like to see a woman... brushed up, cleaned up or whatever, and they can look reasonably nice. So if it's not overly done, but more often than not nowadays, it's all overly done, right? And women are the only mammals, I believe, now, I'm not sure about this, but are the only mammals, I believe, that have swollen breasts all the time, all their life. They have swollen breasts. Well, not when they get older, it kind of sag a bit, but... other mammals don't have swollen breasts, only when they're pregnant or whatever. So the woman is in deceive mode from the word go. The whole body is in deceive mode because they're trying to deceive the male that they are, ready to feed the baby and all that all the time, which they're not. I mean, that's why women go out and get these breast implants. I mean, I'm not a breast man. I mean, they've got to have them, obviously, to tell me that's a woman, but that's about it, really. I mean, what can you really do with them? I mean, half the women don't feed the baby with them anyway, so, anyway. But women are completely smoke and mirrors. Like I say, for instance, a young man meets a woman, a girl, and she finds out what type of woman he really wants, so she acts that type of woman, right? and they get engaged, and she's still acting that type of woman, real whatever, and then they get married, and just a little bit after they get married, that's when she changes, because she doesn't need to keep the facade up, because she's got the marriage, she's got the paper, that's it. And so many men that I talk to sometimes are so shocked about how their wives change when they get married. And that's because there's no need to keep the facade up, right? So yeah, smoke and mirrors women all the way until they die. Smoke and mirrors.